Corpus Christi is one of those destinations that really surprised us in the best way. It's family friendly, incredibly scenic, and full of really good food. It's the kind of place where you can slow down, but you still feel like you're doing something special every day. We visited in December and it was a great time to come. So today I'm sharing our favorite spots with you. Getting to Corpus Christi is so easy. There's an airport if you prefer to fly, but we chose to road trip from Dallas. It's flat and easy, and there are plenty of Buc-ee's along the way. So let's talk about the must-visit beaches in Corpus Christi. The beaches here are some of the most beautiful I've ever seen. The first beach we experienced was Lively Beach. It is actually right at the Lively Beach Resort where we stayed. Having walkout access to a beach was so great because we could just pop over there when we had a free hour here and there just to enjoy the scenery. Mustang Island State Park is also one of my favorite beaches, and you definitely have to stop there. This beach feels completely serene. The shoreline is about 18 miles, and you could even camp out right on the beach if that's your thing. It's also a huge spot for bird watching, and you might even see dolphins or turtles. The water here stays shallow and calm, and the sand goes on forever. It's such a beautiful place for family photos, and I'll tell you more about those Humvees in my next section on family-friendly activities. Another must-see beach is Padre Island National Seashore. It's the longest undeveloped barrier island in the world. There are literally over 66 miles of coastline. This is where people come to surf, kayak, paddleboard, fish, kiteboard, and you can even learn to windsurf here. Driving through this area alone is worth the visit. It feels untouched and expansive. There's so much natural beauty here. So let's talk about top family activities. Corpus Christi has some truly standout family activities, and these were our favorite. The Texas State Aquarium is consistently ranked as one of the top aquariums in the country, and it absolutely lives up to the hype. You can plan your day around the dolphin show. It's incredible. Our son was actually chosen to participate, which made it even more special for him. Inside there are touch tanks, flamingos, and one of the most impressive shark exhibits I've ever seen. You can view the sharks from above, below, really all angles. It's truly immersive. The USS Lexington Museum is so good for kids and equally for adults. I definitely feel more obsessed with planes, like on the level of my 6-year-old, after visiting this super hands-on museum. It's actually an aircraft carrier that you explore through a self-guided tour, and it was honestly one of the best museums we've ever visited. You really feel like you're walking through history. The top deck is especially special with dozens of beautiful preserved aircraft and incredible views of the coastline. You'll even see the famous Top Gun F-14 Tomcat, which was used in the movie. My husband definitely had a moment with that. Inside the ship, you can explore sleeping quarters, dining areas, and a bunch of interactive exhibits. It's fascinating for all ages. The Art Museum of South Texas is a beautiful, calming space to walk through, and one of my favorite artists, Chihuly, if you're familiar, has a piece in this exhibit. He's a famous glass artist and just makes spectacular work. Right next door is the Museum of Science and History, which has engaging exhibits and a great outdoor playground area. You can stop in and learn and also let kids burn off some energy here, which is great. One of our favorite experiences was Japonica Bay Tours. It's a boat ride that departs right next to Tiki Bar at Harrison's Landing. You can grab food or drinks to take on the boat, and the tour itself is fantastic. The captain was incredibly knowledgeable, shared stories about the harbor, and I learned even more about that USS Lexington ship, so it was just such a great immersive experience. The views of the boardwalk are beautiful, and our son even got to drive the boat for a bit, which was totally like one of those core memories unlocked. Padre Island Convent Cruisers, I cannot recommend enough. You have to rent these for a couple hours, half day, whole day. These are rugged automatic vehicles that you can drive directly onto the beach. You can rent them however long you want, like I said, and they even provide speakers so you can play music while you cruise. Driving one of these onto Mustang Island State Park was such a unique experience. We set up a beach picnic, explored different access points to the beach, and just literally had the best time. It's easy to drive, incredibly fun, and I would definitely dedicate at least half a day to this activity. On the island, we also loved a nearby mini golf course and a cute beach shop next door. In the city, Cole Park by the Boardwalk was a great playground to stop. It's well maintained and perfect for burning off energy between meals and activities. So, as a foodie, I have to dedicate a whole section to talking about the Corpus Christi foodie scene. There are a ton of family-friendly dining options, and let's just get right into the food. The first night we got there, we wanted something so casual, so we headed to Nueces Brewing and BBQ. If you love trying local beer, it's a great place to stop. They also serve solid barbecue. The brisket nachos were a favorite. Bien Mérité Bakery, I hope I'm saying that right. It is a must. The pastry case alone is stunning. It's filled with cakes, macaroons, flaky pastries, and inside it's pink, it's charming, and super popular, so I would definitely make a reservation. We love the chocolate croissant, pesto chicken pasta, creme brulee waffle, and that espresso martini was so good. And yes, knowing me, we left with a box of pastries. Frida's Mexican restaurant is a casual, colorful, and delicious spot. I love this place so much. I had the fajita plate with a mushroom poblano sauce. It was so good. I love my crispy chicken chimichanga. It came with fresh guacamole, and this place serves up some of the best flour tortillas. They're definitely homemade. The tacos are super affordable and full of flavor, especially the al pastor. Elizabeth's at the Art Museum is a must. It's actually located in the Art Museum I showed you previously, and it offers like Mediterranean-inspired tapas and the best water views. Again, you can see the USS Lexington from here, and you're right across from the aquarium. We love trying multiple dips, the deconstructed Greek salad, cocktails, fried halloumi cheese, and a breakfast flatbread with egg for brunch. Everything was so good. Island Joe's Coffee was near our resort on the island. They roast their beans in-house inside shipping containers, and it's so cozy in there. I had the Mexican vanilla latte, and the cucumber toast with the tzatziki style spread was so unexpectedly amazing. I'm going to have to make it for myself at home soon. Hoegemeyer's Barbecue Barn was like the classic Texas barbecue we needed in our lives. The Cuban sandwich was incredible, and the Texas cheesesteak with brisket and nacho cheese was literally so good. All the sides were great, and the vibe was cozy and welcoming. It's open limited hours during the day, but definitely stop by. Snoopy's Pier is perfect for seafood. It is such a fun coastal spot. You can watch fishing boats come in while enjoying shrimp tacos, fish and chips, fish bites, and cocktails. Next door is a dessert shop that offers some classic and boozy ice cream options if you still have room after. Padre Island Burger Company was where we spent our last night. You can build your own burger here or choose from their menu, and it's super family friendly. They have some great beer options. It's really cozy and fun inside. It's definitely the perfect place to unwind on your last night. So let's talk about where to stay. You can stay on the island like I did if you want a little bit more space and direct access to the beach, or in the city, which is really close to a lot of great things as well. Downtown, the Omni Corpus Christi is right by the waterfront and Boardwalk. It's beautiful inside. There are great dining views and a pool. And during December, they even offer a festive Santa suite. We stayed at Lively Beach Resort, and I would return in a heartbeat. Soon I'm going to publish a full video tour dedicated to just where we stayed because it was so wonderful. But let's do a little tour. Our suite had a full kitchen, large fridge, even a dishwasher, a really big dining table, and there was some outdoor space. I love having 2 bathrooms, and a pull-out couch for our son was perfect. The resort itself was great. It has that direct beach access, barbecue areas. There were live music a few times during our stay. They'll offer things like free happy hours, and it is really nice that it's a gated little area, which made it feel extra comfortable for our family stay. Visiting December came with some really special perks. There were festive events throughout the city, including Christmas tree lightings by the water and a holiday boat parade. We also found that there were several free museums for the month of December, which was awesome because it helped us explore just a little bit more. If you're looking for a family-friendly getaway, I definitely recommend this. I would love to go back again this summer. I'm looking forward to adding on to this series on my Sip Bite Go YouTube channel. And if you're a foodie like me, make sure to sign up for my Foodie Fridays email list. I'll send some delicious recipes your way. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.